Good day and welcome to day 4 of our bootcamp. If you are just joining today, I would advise you to go back to the first video in the playlist. Just go back and watch, they're very short, so you're gonna watch and catch up to what we are trying to do. Now, we've went from people who are doing prompts, not even prompts, people who are just talking to ChatGPT, to people who are generating ideas and brainstorming, to people who are now generating prompts, and then in the last video, we just generated our front end with Lovable. I know that some of you are excited about this, and I know I am excited about this. Today, we get into the real stuff. I know that so far, if you've used Lovable, your app is mainly just a dummy. You can just log in with any password. There's no real action. Today is actually where we get things really hot and working. Now we're gonna be working on the back end, making sure that our app is working, the login, and before that, of course, I'm gonna be teaching you guys a few things on what tools we're gonna be using, the services, so that everyone is on track as we go. With that said, I'd just like to ask you for a favor though. Please hit the subscribe button below, leave a comment and leave a like. That's the least you can do for me since I am bringing you content. With that said, let's get into it. So yes, today we're actually going to be working on the backend. But before we get into that, you do need to know some important stuff. In order to show you that, I'm just going to start by using my app right here. This is going to help us a lot. Okay, let me just skip that, skip that, skip that, skip that. Okay, skip the tour basically. Fine. So we're gonna be learning some essential stuff. By the way, this is the app that I built. This app, I built it using the same workflow that I'm gonna be using, showing you guys. It is an app where you can go from someone who doesn't know anything to someone who's generating apps within what 24 hours. Yes. You can generate ideas and you can generate prompts from here. I'll show you that a little bit later. For now, let's get into learning and see what this app has in store for us. Let's press Learn Essentials. Yes, for those that have been with us, you know that we went through Lovable. We discovered what Lovable is, what it does, and everything like that. So when you come to this app, you can learn about these things. And then there's something called Kessa. We're gonna go into that a little bit later. Before we get into that, I would like us to go and learn what GitHub is. Now let's press that. Let's just go and have a quick summary. GitHub is like the Google Drive for code, but it has superpowers. It tracks every change to your code and it lets you collaborate with others and serves as your portfolio to show off your projects to the world. I know some of you know GitHub already, but we're going to be using this because this is the place where you're going to be able to save your work, you're going to be able to show your work, and you're going to be able to collaborate with others when doing work. Why is GitHub important? It's essential for any developer. This is your backup system, your collaboration tool, a professional portfolio all in one. Every tech company, and this is true by the way, every tech company uses GitHub. I don't care how big it is, even Google uses GitHub. And having projects there shows that you understand modern development workflows. What features does GitHub have? It has version control, meaning you can track every change that comes in and comes out and everything like that. You can collaborate with others, you can work with others seamlessly, and you can showcase your projects professionally, and you can organize a project and you can automate testing and deployment. How we use it in this app? Well, here every app that you build will get its own repository on GitHub, and then this will give you a version control. It lets you collaborate with others and creates a professional portfolio. Plus, many deployment platforms connect with GitHub directly. We'll talk more about that as we go. Let me just show you a quick video that I put here. What is GitHub? Yeah, you'll just watch that on your own. So if you want to learn more about GitHub, you can go to this page right here. There's actually oh wait. Oh, by the way, there's a co-pilot, meaning if you're struggling with anything, you can just ask it, how do I do this and this? It's gonna tell you. But this is the page where you're actually gonna be able to learn how to do GitHub with an exercise where you can learn how to create a profile, what a repo is, all these things. I'm not going to be teaching you that. I'm just going to be showing you how we're going to use it here for this workflow. You're going to come and learn here, or I'll put a video down there where you can learn these things. Now, we just went through GitHub, what it is and everything like that. Now we have another thing, which is what? Firebase. Some of you know Firebase, some don't. But what is Firebase? Firebase is a backend as a service by Google. Backend as a service, meaning the backend as a service. For most of you, you know that we spoke about what you call it. Let me just go get it now, quickly. Let me just go get it for you guys. Okay, let me see. This is all cool stuff, guys. Yes, we spoke about what? Front end, but now we are in the back end development. I know this was fun, we're seeing cool colors, you could edit your stuff. Now we're getting into back end, how the app really works in the background, the passwords and everything like that, how things are stored. We're gonna get into what? Into the back end of these things. And okay, let me go back. Yes, what is Firebase? This is what a backend as a service, as I was telling you guys what backend was. Think of it as as the invisible foundation that powers your app, handling user accounts, storing data, sending notifications, and hosting your app online. I know some of you are like, how are we gonna host our app? Can't we get our own name for our app? This is actually where everything is. With Firebase, you can do all of that in one. Why is it important? Building a backend from scratch takes months. I mean, try building your own database. Firebase gives you enterprise-grade back-end services instantly. It's like having a team of back-end engineers working for you 24/7, handling scaling, security, and reliability. Let me just check something fast. Okay, we're good. Yes, what are the features? You have authentication. That means for the passwords, creating accounts and logging in. This one is going to handle that. We have Firestore, which is the database. Let me just show you what Firestore looks like, by the way. Okay. That's not what I want to show you guys. Okay. Um, yes, it's still loading. It's taking time. I wonder why. Okay. Yes. Now this is Firestore. This is Firebase database. You get what I'm saying? Now you have what you call collections, which are like the trunks of a tree, and then you have the branches, and then you have the leaves. So this is the one that has everything inside, and after that you're gonna get documents. Documents are these here, as you can see, it says add document. And then you have fields. Fields are like leaves in a tree. So this is a trunk, the trunk, and then this is, I think I got it wrong, but it's okay. I would say the whole database is the trunk. Then you get big branches, then you get smaller branches, then you get leaves as you go down. This is a document. It stores maybe a user's data. For example, their name, everything. As you can see here, there's last login, all these things as you can see right here, the streak, progress, and everything like that. What is this for, by the way? This is for this app actually. So it tracks what do you call it? It tracks usage and everything like that. With that said, that was just a quick intro into what Firebase is. We're gonna get into this as we go, but so far I was just trying to teach you what that is. And then we have what you call Kessa. Kessa, huh? It's the most interesting app you will ever discover, by the way. Lovable, it was nothing. This top zero. Kessa is an AI-powered code editor built on VS Code. For those of you who code, you will know what VS Code is. It's like having a senior developer sitting next to you, understanding your entire code base and helping you write, debug, and improve your code. If you had questions on what I use to code my app, the backend, and everything like that, this is the site, Kessa. I'll tell you more about it. But yeah, let's discover why it is important. While Lovable creates your initial app, Kessa is where you will refine, customize, add advanced features. It understands context, suggests improvements, and helps you learn coding patterns as you work. Now, this is your AI buddy, by the way. It knows every single code you can come up with. What does it have? It has context aware AI, which understands your entire project, code completion and suggestion, all these things. and we'll get more into that as we go. You can visit the documentation and everything like that. This is just yes, an intro. Now, how do we use it in this app? Just forget about the name. The name of this app is CompanAI. This is an old name. I forgot to change that. So now, how is it used in this app in particular? After Lavable creates your app, you're gonna use Kessa to customize it. You're gonna import your project, and Kessa will understand the structure and ask it to add features, fix bugs, and explain code. This will be your coding mentor, by the way. You really want to know this, and you want to make sure that you're very good at it. So now let's try to start using these things. I think it's good that way. So to do that, I'm just gonna come and generate a new idea. This is the same workflow that I was using with you guys. Let me say that. Um, we can describe the app. What do I describe? Okay, an app to what help students study. Let me say that. University, high school students. Let me just say everything. Yeah. Um, user flow. Uh, Let me say everything. Okay. Let's say they can upload documents, ask AI. They can get what do you call it? Those cards. I forgot what they called. Um, flashcards. Yes, flashcards and more. Fine, you're gonna complete your skill level. Are you a beginner? How much time are you willing to put into this and all those things? It's going to be loading, as you can see. It's generating ideas for you. Now it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Okay, let's see. Aha, perfect. Now you're gonna get a range of ideas. For example, this one says uploaded documents into personalized study guides with AI generated summaries, concepts, practice questions. Okay, that's good. That's good. Allowing students to have natural conversation about the documents they uploaded and everything like that. That's also cool, man. I think I would love to choose which one I really like, which one goes with my what do you call it? Okay, let me see, let me see, let me see. I think I'm gonna choose the first one. As you can see, there's features and everything like that. You can start building now. Now, when you come here, you're gonna get instructions, generate your development prompt. Now you're gonna come this side and you're gonna choose what the color that you want. Let's say we want, let me say gray. I think that is cool. Okay, it's gonna be generating. Let's leave that for now. And yeah, let's get into yes, let's be exploring what Firebase is, by the way. Let me see something. Let me see. Oh, this person is not a beginner. Okay, wait. Oh yes, our prompts are here. So here you get a lovable prompt. You guys, I taught you guys to use ChatGPT, but yeah, this one can do that for you. It will generate the prompt based on what you want, what you're looking for, all these things. What's cool is that there are two prompts. There's a one for Lovable, as you can see, and there's one for Kessa. Why is this good? Well, Lovable is good at backend, but Kessa is very good at. I want to say that Lovable is good at front end, but your Kessa will be good at the back end. So you wanna use these both of these at the same time. Now you're gonna copy and you're gonna open in Lovable, and when you get to Lovable, this is where you're gonna paste that. Okay, it's the loading, and then you're gonna send that. Okay, it's still loading. I think in the meantime, what we could be doing is, let me see, CompanAI. Ah, wana bazimisele wimo. Okay, yes, we could be checking out what do you call this, Firebase, what Firebase is, and getting started with Firebase as well. You do need this, by the way. So for Firebase, you're gonna go to the console. You must always go there, and when you get there, this is where you're gonna have to create a new app. If you don't have an app already, you're gonna have to create a new one. You're gonna name it Study Buddy, maybe. Let me say Study Buddy. Oh, that's the wrong spelling, I know for sure. Okay, Study Buddy, fine. And you're gonna go continue, enable those, just continue. Select an account, gonna do a default, and then you're gonna create a project. It's gonna be loading. It's gonna be loading. Let's check our Lovable. Where is Lovable? Oh, okay, Lovable is still loading. Take some time, but it's okay. Okay, this is loading as well. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Finishing up. Finishing up. Finishing up. Now, yeah, should be done soon. Yeah, let's just wait. Ah, done. Now we're gonna continue. You're gonna take out that. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you're struggling with anything, you can just come here. How do I set up whatever you have, whatever problem you have, you can just come and ask this one. It's gonna help you. Now you have to decide what kind of an app you're working on. There's an iOS app, and there's an Android app, there's a web app, there's a Unity. These are gaming stuff, and I don't know about gaming. So there's a web app. Guys, we are working with what? With a web app currently. And we're gonna have to give it what? A nickname. Let's say study buddy. Study. You can also select this, select that, and you're gonna register an app. Yeah, it's gonna be loading. Let me see first this side. Okay, still writing. Yes, this is the most important part. You need this to be able to use authentication, but otherwise just go next, next, and go to the console. Now you're gonna see a bunch of services that you can use here. There's authentication. Authentication, if I didn't tell you, authentication is the password stuff. For example, this is like the authentication for my app, nothing hectic. You're gonna choose that if you want to use authentication, as in passwords, email, signing in basically. And I feel like all of that, all of us, we need that. And you're gonna go to authentication. You're gonna choose this one, the basic one. You're gonna enable all of those, and you're gonna say select, and then yes, you're gonna come to users. You can add a user. You can say clay@gmail.com. That's not a real email. You can say password is 12345, and you add a user. Everything is proper. When you go to home, that's when you can see other services. We used authentication, then there's Cloud Firestore, which is our database. We're gonna leave this for now. I will come back to it. You see the storage, there's hosting, there's all these things. Let's just see what's happening here. Okay. Yes, here's our app, guys. It just built the app for us. Just to remind you of the workflow, we copy this, we open in Lavable, we paste on Lavable, and then we open here. You can get started if you want, you can drop your files. This doesn't work so far because yes, we haven't integrated our backend and everything like that. What you're gonna do is what? You're gonna have to come here and you're gonna say what? Sync your project to GitHub. Now, if you don't have a GitHub account, please get a GitHub account. Please get a GitHub account. And then where's that? Where's the app? Okay, yes, you're gonna say connect to GitHub, and then you're gonna connect the project. This is Bytebender SA, by the way. Bytebender SA. That's my name on GitHub. It has connected. This is the most important link, by the way. You need this link. You need this link. I mean it when I say you need it. So here's what you're gonna do, right? You want to take, let me show you this. Let me show you this first. What you want to do is, this is your app, right? It's now on GitHub. You wanna take it from GitHub and you want to put it in your what do you call it? In your computer, so that you can work on it, so that you can make changes and everything like that. For that, that means we need to create a folder where we're gonna be working on this thing. Let's create a new folder. Let me say day 4, like that. And then you're gonna come inside. Okay. You're gonna go inside and yeah, that'll be that. For now, let's leave it like that. We shouldn't leave it like that. So you're gonna open your terminal. If you haven't already, please install GitHub. There's a video that I'm gonna link where you're gonna be able to install GitHub. And then what you're gonna do here is open in the terminal. You're gonna say git clone, and then you're gonna paste that. When you do that, it's going to take your app from where? From GitHub into your computer. I'll just show you that. Here it is. You see, all those files are now here. This is a very good thing. This is a very good thing because now our app is not in the cloud, it's now in our computer. That means you can work with this thing. Now, the second thing you're gonna want to do, of course, is actually go and download Kessa. Maybe I'll leave a link for that down below, but you're gonna do that. After that, you're gonna go to Kessa. Once you've downloaded it, you're gonna say open folder, and then which folder? Day 4. This is the folder that we're working on. That's the wrong folder. That is the right folder, but you have a problem. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. New window. My computer is acting up. I understand though. I mean, I abuse it. Okay, that'll be loading for now. But yes, if you don't have Kessa, then you can just go and download Kessa. Please do that. That'll be the most important thing in your life. Yes, that's it. Okay, it's still loading. Now you're gonna open a project. Remember, we were working on. Go to that folder where you cloned your stuff. You're gonna go to day 4. You wanna open this folder. This is the folder that you wanna open. And once you're inside, this is how it's gonna look. Now you have the files here, and you can open a file. You're gonna be able to see it like this. But this is the most important part. Now here, friends, you code in English. You get what I'm saying? You code in English, and yeah, man, if you do want to edit, but this is where you can edit your stuff. If you want to change the line, you can just write whatever you want to write. But yeah, I'm not here to teach you that. I'm here to teach you how to use AI. So you're gonna go back. What you're gonna do is go to Firebase, go to the settings, project settings, and you're gonna go here. This is what you want, your configuration. This is what you want, and this is what you're gonna paste here. And yeah, you can paste it like that, fine. But yeah, I do things a bit faster. So you remember I had the prompt for Lovable and I have a Kessa prompt. So what I do is copy that, paste the configuration, and I paste that, and I send. So here's the special thing about this prompt, by the way. This prompt complements the front end. So it already knows what's going to come out from the front end. That's why it says what? I have a complete AI pill. The name of the app, front end built with React using Lovable. I need you to implement the full back end functionality to make this production ready app. Now it tells you the current structure of the front end. Now it also talks about what's needed for the back end and everything like that. When you give this to Kessa, Kessa is actually going to do that. First is understanding what is happening. So now this is just an AI, guys. You just type in English, how do I do this? It's going to show you everything. So you see, now it's understanding, it's searching, it's thinking. There's thinking here, there's reading, there's thinking, there's searching, there's everything in between. You see? So it's gonna do that, and then yeah, it's gonna start writing a bunch of stuff. When it has a problem, it's going to tell you, and it's gonna ask you for permission as well. You see, it has its own to-do list. That's how powerful this thing. So here's one cool thing, by the way. You see, oh, here's the to-do list. So it has a to-do list so that you can track what it's supposed to do. First, you see, first thing, it's working on Firebase configuration, and it's gonna go and go and go and go and go. Here's the cool thing. You can choose what model you want to use here. There's Claude 3.7, there's ChatGPT 4.0, there's everything. O3 Mini, Kessa Fast. By the way, let me just show you. You guys, I think you're not getting this. Let me show you this thing. Models. Okay, wait. Let me minimize that. Minimize that. There's Kessa Fast. There's Claude 4. There's Gemini here. There's DeepSeek here. There's Grok. There's every AI that you use anywhere else. So when you actually say, let me show you this right here. If you say auto, it's actually just going to choose the best model for you. Now you see it's installing everything, and what you're gonna have to do is accept. You might get a lot of errors because this is the beginning. Yes, but yeah, otherwise that's how things go. And yeah, it's gonna be working on that. You're gonna get a lot of errors, but guys, as I've told you from day one, this is AI. That means if it's AI, you ask it, please fix this, please fix this, please work on this, change this and everything like that. All these things you need to ask it, because if you don't know, haha, you're in trouble. For those of you who can code, I mean, this is like VS Code. You just come here and you just code. I mean, if you know how to code, you don't need the AI. You probably do, but you just come here and you let it do its thing and everything like that. This has a free tier where you can use it for free, I think for like a whole 14 days. So you're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a lot of tokens to use, really. Yeah, let's just let it do its thing. In the meantime, we can go back and be exploring the app. Yeah, there's the resources side. If you want to go to Lovable, if you want to read about Tailwind, um, React, and the principles for this thing. So what you're gonna be doing is you're just gonna be ticking here if you've built the UI so that it can track your progress. If you've done that, now, okay, yes, for example, you see the instructions on how to generate the code prompts, how to do Lovable. You see, you can copy and you can go to Lovable. Now we've already done that, so can't really do that many times. You can connect to GitHub from Lavable. The way I showed you guys, Uti, this is how you connect to GitHub. This is what's going to be happening here. There are instructions on how to do that. You can also open GitHub from here, by the way. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this is my GitHub. I have a lot of apps. Let me show you. I have a lot. You see, I have a lot of apps. There's my first project on GitHub. That's that one. I was working with my friend Simsita, and then this app. I was part of this community. Yeah, but let's leave that. But yeah, you see, all your projects are saved here, and the first website that I worked on, I also saved it here. You get what I'm saying? So that whatever happens, someone steal your laptop, you just come and you log in and you get your stuff right here. Now we have set up our GitHub here. Kessa AI development, we are busy with that. Let's see. You see, it has a to-do list. It's crashing because it is done with that one. 1 out of 9 done. Now it's starting to write the AI and everything like that. If it needs anything, it's going to tell you. That's the cool thing about this thing. It's always thinking to remind itself what it needs to do. As you can see, it says, now I need to create AI service that handles OpenAI API integration for generating summaries, key concepts, and everything like that. And of course, guys, you're not limited to, what do you call it, to what it's suggesting. This thing will assume a lot of things. What you need to do is come here and tell it, hey, yo, I don't want this, I want it like this. All these things. You must direct the AI. You are in charge at the end of the day. For those of you who can code, write the app, man. Code the app if you want, and yeah, do all of that. But it can generate new files. You can see this is a new file. It didn't exist before. It just wrote this whole file. And this happens in like 1 minute. Imagine. So you can have an app working in just 1 day. That's how cool this thing is. And yeah, I'm gonna teach you more about GitHub. Today I was just introducing you to Firebase. I was introducing you to GitHub. I was introducing you to Kessa. That was just the big thing that I wanted to show you guys. GitHub, Kessa, and also um, Firebase. That is the backend. For those of you who want to use your own backend, you can go and choose. You can use what do they call it? Superbase. I don't recommend because I don't know about it, but yeah, you can use that. But this one requires you to know SQL. So hey, things might be tough for you. So Firebase is the easiest to start with because yeah, integrating it is not hard. This thing writes files in minutes, in seconds, by the way. You see all these files right here, they were just written now. Now here's what I want to advise against. Don't just let it do stuff. Please try to understand what it's doing. So part of that is with the, what do you call it, the prompt. Where's that prompt? The Kessa prompt. This is good because it's gonna get you far ahead. Like you're gonna be done with the work that someone is gonna be doing for weeks. You get what I'm saying? After that, that's when you're gonna be refining to say, okay, I don't like this. Can we change this? Can we change this and this and this and this and this like that? That's what you're gonna be doing from there. You get what I'm saying? But otherwise, that's actually how I here's the funny thing, by the way. See this whole app? This app was built using the same workflow. I got the prompt for Lovable. I built the front end. I got the prompt for the back end for Kessa, and I did what do you call it? Build in Lovable, took it to GitHub, copied that, cloned it, and then got it into Kessa. Then I pasted the prompt for what? For Kessa, and then it built. I built this app. What do you call which? Where is it? Where is it? This app was built in one day. That's just the secret I'll share with you. I would say less than 24 hours. And from there, I was just changing a few things that I didn't like. Okay. For example, I was changing how this looks and making sure that the colors are correct, making sure that it can track what kind of a person you are. For example, this is actually for a beginner. If you're a beginner, if it knows that you're a beginner, it's gonna force you to take the lessons so that you learn the important stuff first. Now you can come here and you can say mark as complete. You're gonna be directed to the next one, and mark as complete, just like that. The GitHub one, mark as complete. Yeah, all these things, mark as complete. Let me just show you this video, by the way, in the meantime. Sorry to ruin your mood, but yeah, we gotta move. But you see, this thing is writing. All it's doing is writing. You see, it has done 7 out of 9 tasks. It keeps on thinking to remind itself, now I need to update the previous section to show real extracted data. You get what I'm saying? So from tomorrow, I'm going to be showing you things like API, how to integrate API. You need to know that. And I'm going to be showing you things like, what do you call it? Let me see, how to integrate API. You have things like that. API is, let me just leave a video down there before I actually try to tell you guys what API is. You see how to integrate API. Now it's asking you what kind of API you want. Once it has all that information, you see, for example, you can say Gemini API. By the way, this app is powered by Gemini API. AI, that's the one that I'm using. So you're asking it this question. You can ask simple questions. How do I do this? How do I do this? It's going to tell you all of these things. You see, it's leading you um, to get the API and everything like that. But guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow we're gonna be learning more stuff. For example, how to really deal with what do you call it, Firestore, the rules, and making sure that your app has what do you call it, authentication and everything like that. Today I was not really doing the things. I was just showing you the tools and what you can use to make sure that you are ahead of everyone. Just to show you how many files this thing has written. Imagine the work that it has done. And by the way, as I said, this is the exact flow that I used to build what? This app. I built it within a day. Lovable, took the code, gave it to Kessa, and then I had 2 prompts. Let me see if I can still find those. Text editor. Hope I find it. Hope I find it. Nah. Brainstorming. No. No. Let me see. HTTPS. This is actually the prompt. Let me show you. Lovable prompt. That is the prompt for Lovable I used to build this app. And I generated it using Kessa. You see the heck? Yes, I did that. And then down there should be a, what do you call it? Let me see. Yes, this should be the prompt for Kessa. Let me see. Aha, Kessa prompt. Gave it to Kessa. It did the work. From there, I was just refining, changing things that I didn't like and everything like that. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow where I explain all these things in depth, authentication, Firestore, and everything like that. Otherwise, I might show you this app working by tomorrow, by the way. But yeah, let me not do that. Just to show you quick stuff. Otherwise, see you tomorrow, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, leave a question, leave a like, just to make sure that you are really supporting me for teaching you all these things. It's still writing, by the way. Otherwise, I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.